Good morning, everybody. Happy Earth Day. Oops, trying to get the chat. Yeah, my Zoom was acting weird this morning and it logged into a different Zoom and um and then it took forever to launch. So I'm good. Thanks for asking. All right, so happy Earth Day, everybody. All right. I'm before we start looking at some of your projects, I have a short video I want to share with you. See if I can get that to come up. Excuse me. There we go. All right. I know I do have a couple of you who missed the test yesterday, and I will get that code in the chat in just a little while. But as soon as I finish with this, and then I'll let you get back to working on your project. You know, some people are testing. I see somebody's going to get their Chromebook checked. So there's a lot going on today. Because today is the first day of milestone testing. So I know people will be in and out and things like that. All right. So again, I just want to show a brief video. So again, you all are forensics, and I don't do a whole lot of environmental stuff with you, but because it's Earth Day, I did want to share the fact that one of the things we're trying to get you all to be as young people is responsible global citizens. And so the UN has an initiative. I'm going to put this link in the chat for you to look at. And they have goals, 17 goals that they would like young people to start thinking about as far as um, being aware of what your environment and things that you can do as young people to have a more sustainable future. So I'm going to put this link in the chat in a little while, and there is also a video. There we go. That I want you to. So this is not long, and as soon as that's finished, I will take care of the people who need to take a test. And
I believe in the power of young people. Peace, economic dynamism, social justice, tolerance, all these and more depends on tapping into the potential of youth. Not in some distant future, but today, right now. And that is what International Youth Day is about.
The world's young people need safe spaces where they can freely express their views and pursue their dreams. Public, civic, physical, and digital spaces. Today, more than 400 million young people live in areas affected by armed conflict or organized violence. Millions more face deprivation, abuse, harassment, bullying, and other infringements of their rights. Young women and girls are particularly vulnerable, as are young refugees and migrants, youth living in conflict-prone or humanitarian settings, and LGBTQI young people.
Young people need education and opportunities, decent jobs, meaningful participation, a voice and a place at the table. I am determined that the United Nations listens to the voices of young people, empowers them, and follows their leads. This September, we will launch a new UN strategy on youth, stepping up our work with and for young people. In making the world safe for young people, we make the world better for all.
Happy International Youth Day.
all right. So in addition to being International Youth Day, it's also Earth Day. Earth Day is always the 22nd of April. And this year, again, the initiative, the focus is on trying to get sustainable goals. So like I said, I'm going to put this, if you can, those of you who have the time, can further explore, come on, copy, further explore this website and uh, look at some things to help guide you in the direction of a sustainable future. All right, that being said, you all are supposed to be working on your Earth Day challenge. Which was a whodunit. So I tried to gear your assignment. Each class I geared it to whatever subject that you were working on. So yours was a whodunit, but it had you looking at some environmental issues. So where are we? Here we go. All right, so again, so if you haven't finished it yet, this is what you should be working on today. You are part of the city planning committee. The mayor has hired you, and you should study all of the issues that's going on in that lake. And your mission is to analyze the online evidence to solve the case. The case is, where's the case? Did I have that? Is to answer all of these questions. Who contaminated the place? Who was most likely responsible for the issue and going on in that picture? So you have your three suspects. You have different scenarios, pieces of evidence based on the picture that you need to analyze, and then you need to come up with your final report. Okay, so that's what you should work on today. All right. If you need to take the test, put the code in the chat right now. Give me another minute. Okay, and this is for the DNA analysis test. So if you were absent yesterday, and there were a couple of people that I see that are here, that were absent yesterday, so you need to take the test. The code is there, profile 26. And when you finish the test, you can work on your Earth Day challenge. All right. After that, so was it Friday? We will start. I think I have to publish it first. Not that. Okay. Go. All right, it is now published. All right, so after that, you can look at fingerprinting. With this one, we're actually going to do real I'm going to have you all do your fingerprints, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So you can go ahead and look at this module when you're done. But no rush. This is for Friday. Friday, we'll also take a minute to talk about who you thought was the culprit for our little Earth Day issue. Okay. All right. Any questions, be sure to ask. I see a lot of people idle. This is a graded assignment. You do need to turn this in, so please work on this today. It is not a PowerPoint. You don't have to do anything other than to answer the questions in your drop-down window. All right, and again, I see a lot of people idle. You should be working on um, your whodunit, your Earth Day challenge. Mm. Kylie Hill, Serenity. I don't have test scores for you. So if you would please take the test today, the code is in the chat, but I'll put it again. So that's for Kylie Hill and Serenity. Please take the DNA analysis test. And Ashard, are you here today? Ashard, you don't have a test score either. So please make sure you take that test today. my goodness, it's time to go. Is it not? No, it's not. I'm looking at the looking at the other day. All right, you got 10 minutes. Ashan, where did you go? Give me 1 second to look at the question. Why am I at replacement? All right, for task 1. All right, on the task 1, it says, what tests would you run? Would a forensics lab run? You're testing for contaminants, really you're testing the oil, how the oil contaminates the water. So what tests would you run for contaminants for wildlife? Any tests for wildlife contamination of water? I guess that's how you want to phrase that. Brooklyn, did that help? Okay, and then some of these you're looking at the type of evidence. Good. Okay. The type of evidence, for example, with the footprint, uh, look at class evidence and things like that in order to decide whether having a footprint is enough to being identified the footprint, is that enough to condemn a suspect? I think that's the only one that had a lab is direct. Okay, again, you have to look at direct or circumstantial evidence. Yeah. All right, so yeah, the first one, basically, are there tests that you can do on the water for oil contamination that would be hazardous to wildlife? All right. Any other questions before we log off today? All right. All right, so enjoy the rest of your day. I wouldn't say go out and hug a tree, but be aware of your surroundings and your environment and have a good day. Be like the Lorax. Speak for the trees. If you're still testing, keep testing. Don't log out till you finish. I didn't push the button on attendance. Let me do that. All righty.